What's going on, everybody? Today we're talking about how everybody seems to be buying houses with all cash these days. You might be wondering, how can everyone out there have millions of dollars to spend on a house, all cash, ready to go? Well, I might have an answer for you in a discussion about a growing trend out there that I'm seeing. Let's take a look. A recent Business Insider article shed some light on a growing trend that I'm also seeing a lot in the marketplace today. People are buying houses in all cash at a much higher rate than they were before. A lot of people talk about how millennials get help from parents, and the stats are actually over 43% of people get help from a parent when they're buying their first home. In an increasingly competitive market, we've seen articles over the years talking about how buyers are buying with more cash offers than ever before. And the answer to this is people are taking lines of credit off of current asset bases that are actually much lower than current mortgage rates and able to pass along these credit lines, whether to themselves or to their kids, as cash lines to buy a house in all cash. For an example, I took a look at a Wealthfront account I have, and Wealthfront actually offers a line of credit. They are offering me over $30,000 at 3.75% to take a line of credit instead of selling my securities in Wealthfront. Obviously, Wealthfront has an interest in me keeping assets in their account, as they make a percentage off of the amount of assets that I have. Now, our house renovation project, instead of selling securities, First Republic Bank gave us a line of credit at 2.25%. much lower than the 30-year interest rate we currently have on the mortgage. What is interesting about this strategy, it is also a way for wealthier parents to gift assets to their children and potentially avoid the threshold on the estate tax. You're effectively assigning the debt of a property to a child instead of gifting that full property. The parents may actually buy the house themselves and keep it in their name and assign that debt to the child later on down the road. Like anything, there are probably going to be covenants and restrictions on what you can use the money for and when the bank could call that money back from you. We are seeing more banks like Goldman Sachs offering these things to clients that maybe weren't the ultra rich like they were before. It's an effective tool that you could use to have access to more cash without liquidating some assets or securities. On the flip side of this, if you don't have this sort of access to the cash, you're going to be fighting an uphill battle going against all cash buyers, especially when you get in that $1.5 million plus range. You tend to see most offers come in all cash, and they'll go get a loan after the fact, but they do have the access to the cash to make a nice clean offer. Extremely low inventory today. I don't see this stopping anytime soon.